What is going on, guys? It's that time of the month again, which means it is now time for another Q&A video. The video where you ask the questions and I answer them. Today's Q&A is a Christmas-themed Q&A to celebrate the holiday season. And there are Christmas-related questions that I will be answering in today's video. But before we get into it, if you end up enjoying this video and want more content, be sure to whack a like on the video, subscribe for more, it would really help out a ton, ring the bell, enable notifications, follow the social medias, and if you want to go that extra mile, you can become a channel member. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. First things first, here is the question of the month to all of you. What are your thoughts on 2022? At the end of the video, I will tell you my thoughts, and you can let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on this year were. But with that said, let's get on with the first question. Our first question for today is from Ido Goshen, and the question is, if you could make a dinosaur paleo documentary, what would it be like? I'm actually making a documentary sometime this month. I made an announcement a few days ago that I was gonna make another documentary. I haven't thought of the title on it yet, but it's gonna be completely different from Magnus, aka Project Prehistorica. It's gonna be a completely different story because that story got very complicated after a while, so I figured I'd start fresh. So the dossier for the first creature, I'm planning on at least 100, so the first creature will be released sometime this month, so keep an eye out for that. But if you're talking about a real documentary, then it probably would be about the accuracies of dinosaurs. I'll probably do a lot of research and do my good narration voice and, make a dinosaur documentary. That's probably what I would do anyway. But yeah, let's move on to question 2. Next question is from Jamie Dormer, and the question is, do you like the Polar Express, Nutcracker, and A Christmas Carol? The Polar Express, I'm indifferent about. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Though at the same time, I can definitely see why people love it. It's a cute little Christmas movie, it's very wholesome at the end, and it's harmless enough. Whenever I have kids in the future, I'll definitely show them the Polar Express, because I would like them to experience that movie, to see whether or not they would like it, As for the Nutcracker, I've never seen it. I've heard so much about the Nutcracker, I know those iconic songs from the Nutcracker, but I've actually never seen the Nutcracker. I don't know if you're talking about the original or one of the remakes or what, but I'd like to watch the Nutcracker at some point. I should probably buy that movie, and watch it at some point. As for A Christmas Carol, it depends on which version you're talking about. If you're talking about the novel, it's actually a pretty good novel. If you're talking about the original movie done in the 40s or 50s, I'm not too sure when that was made. That was a good movie too. And then you got the Jim Carrey version, which I didn't really care for. I think Jim Carrey played a much better Grinch than he did a Scrooge. But that's just me though. Then you got the Muppet Christmas Carol, which in my opinion is absolutely hilarious. The Muppets are so funny. I love the Muppets. But my favorite version of Christmas Carol, the one I like most of all, Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's so funny, so heartwarming, and very sadistic towards the end with the Ghost of Christmas Future. Pete is absolutely funny in that. So yeah, but yeah, that's my opinions on the Christmas Carol. And Mickey's Christmas Carol is my favorite version of the story. But without further ado, let's move on to question 4. Our third question is from JP Fanatic number 19, and the question is, what do you think is the worst season of Camp Cretaceous? I'm gonna do you one better. I am going to list off and rank all the seasons in the show, including Hidden Adventure. So my favorite season is without a doubt season 3. The Scorpius Rex is by far one of the most outlandish and unique creatures in the franchise, and I love it for that. Season 2 is still a very good season. It's a very strong season, and I love the three Baryonyxes, Grim, Limbo, and Chaos. And I just love seeing Toro get his ass kicked by Bumpy. I absolutely love that. And the poachers are funny characters as well. Next up we have Season 1, which is... I don't really care for it because it's just a repeat of Jurassic World. If I wanted to see the Indominus Rex wreak havoc, I would watch the movie. So, yeah, there's Season 1 for you. Hidden Adventure was a good episode, but they could have done a lot more with it. I feel like it should have been a series instead of an interactive episode. And Mr. DNA was very annoying in that episode. Season 5 was a huge improvement over Season 4, but it still wasn't really that great. I love the climax at the end with Big Edie and the Spinosaurus, but apart from that, that's about it, really. And probably my least favorite season is Season 4, because, you know, robots, really? But yeah, those are my rankings for every season of Camp Cretaceous. Question 4 is from Cat Convoy, and the question is, have you watched any Christmas horror movies? Do episodes of Tales from the Dark Side and Tales from the Crypt count? Because if they do, then yes, I have watched them. Oh yeah, and Gremlins, because that takes place around Christmas time. So yeah, I have watched Christmas horror movies before. Not too many. Maybe I should see some more. If you guys want to recommend any Christmas horror films, let me know in the comments down below. Our final question for today is from the Lego Bear, and it asks, what is your favorite Creepypasta and Creepypasta character? It would have to be the Godzilla NES Creepypasta. That's my favorite, and my favorite character is Red. Red is an absolutely terrifying Creepypasta. And yes, I have finished off Creepypasta NES on my spare time. If you guys want me to finish reading it, let me know in the comments down below. I might go back into it. You'll just have to tell me where I left off, because, I don't know. Or I could just watch the last video I did on it, and, you know, I could pick up where I left off there. But yeah, my favorite Creepypasta is Godzilla NES Creepypasta, and my favorite character is Red. Red is definitely way more terrifying than Sonic EXE. Definitely. Okay, now that we got all 5 answers, here is my answer on what is my thoughts on 2022. 2022, in my opinion, is a huge improvement from 2020. Maybe not 2021, but definitely 2020. Jurassic World Dominion came out in 2022, which is always a plus. A new Jurassic movie. 2022 was probably a great year to be a Jurassic fan. You had Jurassic World Dominion, DLCs for Jurassic World Evolution 2, and if you play Jurassic World Alive, you get a bunch of updates for that. It's a shame Jurassic World Primal Ops closed down. I did play that on my spare time, but yeah, those are my thoughts on 2022. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. It would really help out a ton. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.